Minash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. After a long time, we are going back to the grammar lessons, Nahav lessons. Uh, I think from 30th lesson or maybe 26th, from 26th, 27th lesson, we have been doing the families. Sulasi Mujarrad families, 6 Sulasi Mujarrad families, and then we did Sulasi Mazid Fihi from 2nd to 10th family. So all the study of all those families are actually comes under surf studies. And the grammar portion that we have been doing before, like we learned about ism, characteristics of ism, and then different fragments, harf of jar, harf of nasab, and then jumla ismiya, jumla fe'liya. All those topics, they those topics are about the grammatical structure of a sentence. So that study is known as Nahav. So we are going back to our Nahav lessons now. We are still in basic Nahav. So we have 2 or 3 topics left as far as basic Nahav is concerned. So today, inshallah, in this lesson, we are going to discuss Huruful Atf. So what are Huruful Atf? As with the name we know, huruf, these are huruf. And you know, there are 3 types of words in Arabic: ism, fail, and harf. So these words that we are going to do now, we are going to learn in this lesson, these are harf. So there are 9 small words. And these words, these are called huruf atf, and these are wow, just wow. The wow you usually see in between 2 sentences or 2 parts of a sentence. So the most common is wow, then fa, summa, au, bal, lakin, la, hatta. All these 9 words are huruful atf. They connect either two two words, like two ism, or two fragments, or they sometimes even connect 2 sentences, but the meaning is different. Most common is wow, and in this lesson we are going to discuss wow in detail, not all others, the meaning of others, but the overall these are connector huruful atf. So the meaning are different. Wow means and. Wow means when it is coming as harf ataf. Wow means and, but the meaning for other 8 are different. Each one translate differently. So, but overall, all these 9 huruf are huruf atf, and the literal meaning of atf is to bend or to incline or to bend something so that the 2 ends approximate with each other. And these are also called huruf atfan nasq. So nasq is the literal meaning for nasq is to join or connect. So factually, these words connect two either 2 words or 2 fragments in a sentence, or they connect 2 sentences. Okay, so this is about introduction of huruf al-atfi, And these words are meant to these words, the function of these words is to connect different parts of a sentence or units of languages. They can connect two ism or two fragments or even sentences. And as we go along this lesson, with examples, inshallah, you are going to say how these huruf connect different words or sentences. Uh, they not only they connect two words or uh, pa- uh, two parts of a sentence, they carry over the status of first ism, first word to another ism. They carry over the status Arab. They connect the two words or two fragments or two sentences, but they carry over the status of the first one to the upcoming one. Like the effect or these huruf, what do they do in a sentence? Just to imagine, yeah, you can just imagine when you fold a chair, one part overlaps or approximate the other. When you fold a chair, one part overlaps or approximate the other. The same way, these huruful atf, they come in between the two parts of a sentence, and they carry over the Arab of first part to the Arab of the second part. That's how their effect is in the sentence. Let me clear and scroll down. Okay, so here are some important points about these huruf. So these words join the after coming part of a sentence to the preceding ones. So they come in between the two parts and they connect the after coming part to the preceding one. And but one important point, these words like wow, fa, summa, au, these are ghair amil, like they do not affect the after coming part. Like the harf of jar, we know harf of jar and harf of nasab, they change the status of the after coming ism. Like harf jar, the ism that is coming just after harf jar becomes majroor, right? And the ism that comes just after harf of nasb becomes nasb in status. But here, these words, they do not have their own effect on any ism or any word. They just carry on the Arab of the previous one to the Arab of the upcoming one. So their main job is to connect different parts, whether two ism or two fragments or two sentences. And they carry over the status, Arab, and function or position of the preceding one to the following one. Suppose the first one, for example, you can see over here. Here are some examples. So this is the connector harf or harf ataf. Wow. So they carry over the Arab of first one to the Arab of the next one. So al-malu is rafa in status. Why? Because it's mubtada. So after a harf ataf, then upcoming is ism is also rafa in status because it's una, banuna, rafa in status, and this is also mubtada. So the status, harf ataf carry over the status and the position. Over here, the position is mubtada. Position of al-malu is mubtada, and the status is rafa. Al al-banuna is also uh, taking the position of mubtada. This is also mubtada, and it is rafa in status. That's how they actually like they affect they carry over the Arab and the function or the position of the um, different words or different sentences. So, and here are some terminology also. In important points, here are some terminology also. So the word that comes just after the following one, which is after harf ataf, is called matuf. The word that comes after harf ataf is called matuf, and this matuf is reflected on on the previous one. So the ism on which it is reflected is matuf alay. Matuf alay comes first, and then harf ataf and the matuf. Okay, so the word or the ism or the part of the sentence that come after harf ataf is called matuf, and the preceding one, the first one is called matuf alay. Another important point is that in a big complex sentence, uh, there can be multiple matuf. There can be multiple matuf after, like after wow, again wow, again wow. There can be multiple matuf, but matuf alay is the first one in the series. Matuf alay is one. Remember, we can have different sifa, multiple sifa, but we can only have one mausuf, right? The same way here, the first one which is the first ism or the first word or the first fragment which is just before the harf ataf is the matuf alay, and the rest are matuf. They are called matuf. Matuf 1, matuf 2, matuf 3. So far, so good. Any question? Okay. So these are different examples. Like matuf, you know there's a reflection of the Arab and the position also. So ism, there are examples in which ism are connected to ism, and we just saw like al-banuna, which is ism, which is jama, and it is rafa, and it is matuf ala al-ma'lu, which is also rafa, and the position is mubtada. Jumla failure can connected to jumla failure. So if the harf ataf is coming between two sentences, two jumla, like this one, allazina yu'minuna bil ghaibi wa yuqimuna as-salata. So this wow is the connector wow, harf ataf, and yu'minuna, like yu'minuna and yuqimuna, both are fi'l mudare marfu. So yuqimuna is matuf and yuqimuna is matuf, and it is matuf ala yu'minuna. This is This yuqimuna is matuf ala yuminuna. That's how we say when we do Arab. Okay. So yuqimuna fi'l mudari marfu bi sabuti noon matuf ala yuminuna. Okay. Now the next example, another jumla failure. Oh, that's the same again. This one. وَبَشِّرِ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ. Again, amanu and amilu. And here is the harf ataf. This wow is the harf ataf. And this is matuf, amilu, felemadi, right? Amilu. This is matuf and this is matuf ala amanu. Amanu again past tense. Felemadi. So this is example of jumla failure matuf ala jumla failure. Now jumla ismiya connected to jumla ismiya. This one, ulaika ala hudam min rabbihim wa ulaika humul muflihun. So this is here, this is the connector wow. Wow, this is the connector. The whole sentence, jumla ismiya, this is matuf and this is matuf ala previous jumla ismiya. Okay, so that's how jumla ismiya is matuf ala jumla ismiya. Another important aspect, when we label harf ataf, when labeling something that contains a harf ataf, like we are doing Arab and we are looking at the sentence or at a fragment, so it contains a harf ataf. The harf ataf itself is simply labeled as harf ataf or wow atafa. We can say wow atafa or wow is harf ataf. Whatever comes after the harf is labeled as matuf ala. So this is harf ataf, and whatever comes after is labeled as ar-rasulu matuf ala Allahu ismi jalala. Okay, so that's how we say when we do Arab. Wow harf ataf, ar-rasulu matuf ala Allahu ismi jalala. And both are rafa. Allahu and rasulu. So for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we when we do Arab, we usually say Allahu ismi jalala. And then another example, I think in Surah Hujarat, yeah. So innal muslimina wal muslimati wal mu'minina wal mu'minati wal qanitina wal qanitati والصادقين والصادقات والصابرين والصابرات والخاشئين والخاشيات والمتصدقين والمتصدقات والصائمين والصائمات. So you can see how many so many harf ataf are coming, right? And initially, so this is the first matuf, al-muslimati. This is the first matuf. Then the second. 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. The first one, the one before harf ataf is the matuf alayh, right? And in this, look, what is the status of muslimina? Muslimina, ina, una, ina. So it can be jar, it can be nasb, but muslimina is following inna. Inna is what? Inna is harf of nasb, right? Harf of nasb. So muslimina is nasb in status. Muslimat, wal muslimati is also nasb. We know atun, atin. So atin can be nasb, can be jar. But because it is following muslimina, which is in nasb status, so muslimatin is in nasb status. Again, muminina, ina, then muminatin. So all are in nasb status. So notice how that's why it's written over here. Notice how the effect of inna is carried on to so many words by using a harf ataf. So all these are matuf, and the first one is the matuf alayh. So muslimati is matuf ala muslimina. And the same way here, Abu Muhammadin wa Mahmudin wa Ahmadu wa Fatimata wa Musa wa Zakaria. So Abu Mudaf, Muhammadin Mudaf ilayh. That's why it's jar in status, right? So Muhammadin, and then Waw is the ataf. Waw is the ataf. And Mahmudin is matuf ala Muhammadin. Ahmada matuf ala Muhammadin. Ahmada and Fatimata are taking, like, they are actually majroor, but they are majroor bil fatha because these are partly flexible. غير منصرف اسم. Mamnu min as-sarf, right? So these are all majroor. Father of Muhammad and Mahmud and Ahmad and Fatma and Musa and Zakaria. So these are some examples, and that's how we do the Arab of when harf ataf come, whenever harf ataf comes in a sentence. That's how we do Arab. And if you have any question, you can ask me, and we have a exercise over here. So we are going to do it in the interactive session. This is the exercise. And if you have question, you can ask me during interactive session. I'm going to close the recording. Okay. And we'll continue with the rest of the session. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.